All right, we're back into it.
Yay!
We've had a document of
We have.
revelation.
That's a great face, Jimmy.
I'm also going to let you guys
Okay.
ask a couple of questions. Like if you need to ask questions and you want to like see if there's stuff on the bookshelf about things, ask me and we can work it out.
Okay.
Um,
So I think we should just go through and clarify as a group, maybe in character, the details of some of these things, so that we know that we've got everything. Because there's a lot of names and stuff.
Okay. Uh, let's start at the start then. Mawson. Does that name
Mawson.
ring any
Yes.
bells?
Yes.
So Mawson was the captain of the ship.
Right.
Giddy Wallen is the dean.
Yep. I remembered that one.
Keeping in mind that this letter is like, we're talking like 100 years ago.
Yeah,
So-
no, that's
So Giddy Wallen is super old, or it's an
no.
ancestor?
It will probably be a family thing, but the dean, you don't get to be dean of magic school if you don't have the right family.
It's true.
Like,
I mean, if we're talking No, go on.
I find it like I don't believe I it's reasonable to assume that the dean either like is in some way involved in this at this point. Giddy Wallen is the last name, so it's very possible that they all knew each other and were friends.
So
Friends.
friends. It sounds like Mawson and this Father Corlin, I assume I'm saying that right. Mawson and this Father Corlin with the Way of the Sun were allies.
Giddy Wallen.
Giddy Wallen was not their ally. Was their
Yeah.
nemesis.
Okay, so so one of the crew sabotaged the experiment.
Yeah.
We don't know what sabotaged means, right? The other thing is as well is that we've got a science versus religion thing going on, and it might have been as simple as introducing a control or something like that. But we'll worry about that in a second. The larynx of Angeline.
I think when you say that, Titus like kind of like goes like, and like takes his backpack off, and he like rummages around in his backpack and pulls out the figurine
Great.
and holds it up and is like, could
That's wonderful, but
be-
you're still invisible.
oh yeah, you're right. So I think you hear him make this little like
Yeah.
and like a rummaging noise, and then he goes, huh? And then
This is
it's
the
like,
face I'd be
oh yeah,
it's the face I'd be making if you could see me.
yes.
I'm just
So
like
then-
walking around, sort of
Yeah.
going, you guys and the people that you know and being invisible. I'm just walking around snooping.
I was
So
going to ask
he
that.
He says like, the figurine I found at the temple.
It was headless.
It was, and it was meant to provide, according to the letter, it was meant to provide blessing to your vessel. And the GM did mention that it looked like the thing you'd put on the helm of a car or a ship or whatever.
Can we tell how old the statue is? Is it definitely the same one, or is it like?
I mean, it's definitely old enough. I think I think we gathered that it was as old as the temple,
Yeah.
which would be as old as the boat.
Yep, that works for me. Hope Spring was the town that was destroyed. Is that right?
Yeah, Hope Spring and Brandon Forth were both destroyed, weren't they?
Brandon
Yeah,
Forth
one was
the one
fire
with
and
the-
one was plants.
Okay.
Brandon Forth was the one. Brandon Forth was the one where the plants overtook it, and then Hope Spring was the one where the plants like tore open the earth and liquid fire like burst forth.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So it sounds like Mawson and Father Colin were trying to do something that was not. I mean, there's no evidence that the thing that they were trying to do was intended to cause that harm. Which would line up with Mawson's diary. Like Mawson was talking about, like doing experiments that would like improve the fertility of the ground and that kind of thing. So it sounds like they set out with an intent to do good, and it makes it sound like Giddy Wallen, through sabotaging a crew member, was the one who made those experiments go bad. At least that's what they're claiming.
I mean, yeah, it's not impossible at this point. But I'm taking the father seems a little bit too eager to blame the priest. That's just the tone that I'm picking up.
Yeah.
It's like,
to blame Giddy Wallen, you mean? Or
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It does. It seems a little bit like, no, I didn't break the vase. That was someone else.
Yeah. Totally.
But I mean, they both warrant investigation.
So she has additional documents here that if you want to like ask some questions
Yes.
and see if I can find answers in those documents.
Yeah.
I'll give you three questions that you don't have to select from a list. That I can give you the closest answers I can from books that you have here.
Okay. One thing which I would almost ask, but I think actually we can infer the answer. The last line tells us two interesting things, and is kind of scary. I will not allow my sacrifices to place the secrets of the Fury's power into his ancient, disgusting hands. Ancient does lead us to believe that it could well be the same Giddy Wallen. But anyway.
He could be Highlandering it. That's very true.
Yeah. But also, are we going to assume that the Fury, capital F, is to do with the ship, like the model of the ship?
Wasn't it the name of the ship? Like,
was it the name of the ship?
Didn't we ascertain the name of the ship? I don't remember doing that.
Maybe we did.
The name of the ship was the SS Reginald. It was named...
Reginald.
Yeah, that's right. It was named...
built for Mawson Reginald.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
I believe that if I was guessing what the Fury was, it would probably be the thing that caused either the plants or the liquid fire to come out of the ground and destroy a whole city. Which makes me think that the Fury is probably the chemicals that we're...
Do you want to look up things in the books?
Actually, yes, because...
Yeah, what's the Fury, I guess?
Here's the question. Here's the thing. I may be misremembering this, but isn't there a mythological thing that links Furies and Harpies?
Ash is grinning.
Yeah.
And here I was thinking that we would just forget about the Harpies, that it wasn't going to be a part of this.
There's totally... the Furies... If I'm remembering correctly.
Okay, then let's...
Can I spout lore on that? Is that like?
Spout
can
lore,
I try to know this in character? Okay.
Cool.
Let's see. Come on, please. I'm not very smart. Oh fuck no! I have no idea about that in character. Okay, never mind. But yeah.
All right.
Maybe someone else would.
I mean,
maybe we should look up a book about it. Yeah.
Yes, maybe we should look up Fury
I'm going to give you that you find that you find a religious tome on the Angels of the Sun, which are the servants of the sun that like come to Earth and speak.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and there are 5 Furies that that would serve the sun, except they no longer return to Earth to speak to people because a priest slew one and cut out its throat. And its name was Angela.
Oh shit! Cut out its throat and then used its larynx as a Fuck.
As a protectorate.
Fuck.
Oh my
man.
god.
We fucked this up. Like, we
No.
as in my order fucked this up. So I think, yeah, like, in character, as we're, like, as this is happening, yeah, Titus is sort of, like, looking increasingly distraught. Not that you can see that I'm fucking invisible. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can choose to not be invisible if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I think...
Yeah, perhaps you just get shocked out of it. You're like...
I think I do, yeah. I think he's so startled. Yeah, I think that's what happens. I think it's like, you know, like a sort of an outpouring of kind of emotional energy sort of like shucks off this mercury of invisibility.
So the
And
story
he just
is that the Furies would lend their song to the sacred horns of the people of the Church of the Sun, and that these would provide blessings, right? They would provide protection, and so instead of using, but because he couldn't use because like a horn was not enough, he cut out the throat of a Fury.
Wow.
Okay. That means just a couple of things that I want to decompress here.
At my horn, like
yeah. So one, your horn has power that we didn't know that it had. Holy crap!
It provides protection and blessing, according to the book.
I mean, I still broke my leg.
Yeah, but you didn't play your horn beforehand, so
with the egg, you know. Like it should have known. Whatever.
More interestingly is the
scowl
words.
At my horn.
More interestingly is the words beyond any mortal failure. You know what that implies to me?
What?
Is that this wasn't a mortal failure. This might have been the act of an angry celestial being destroying 2 towns from a ship, and that no matter what science we do on the potion or whatever it is that we have, this was an act of God, and we're never going to be able to replicate that.
An act of God or an act of Giddy Wallen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like
one of
he's
the two.
Immortal, so
could be either.
Oh yeah, that's also okay. Yeah, no, that did not occur to me.
But not suggesting that he is anything celestial, but rather that it could be, like you say, either of those things. They mentioned unholy magics, which he obviously has command of, or at least they're claiming he has command of some kind of unholy magics. So it's kind of either like holy intervention or the opposite.
Yeah, it's kind of a crossroad that we're at here.
Okay.
Sorry,
if there are more things we want to discuss, because I have an action I'd like to do, but I can hold off on that.
Books or anything.
The flying ship. Is there anything in any of these books about the mechanics, how the boat flew?
I think you find a couple of reports of a flying ship, and then like refutations saying that such a thing would be impossible. No one has such power.
Right.
Except Giddy Wallen and Harpies and Furies.
Yeah, I was going to say, except someone who cuts out of
no mortal has that power.
Yeah, no mortal has that power. Yeah. The immediate problem that I can see from the letter seems like the people who were seems like the people who were writing and receiving this letter feared above all that Giddy Wallen might get hold of the ship. What did we go and do? Didn't we go straight to Giddy Wallen and tell him all about the ship?
To be
Yes.
fair, yes, we did,
We didn't know.
but
We didn't know.
the boat crashed a day's walk from
Yeah.
where Giddy Wallen lives. How long has Giddy Wallen been there?
That's true. That's true. He must know it's there. He must know it's there.
Yeah, but so like the like sorry, a penny just dropped there.
Yeah.
Is he there because the boat is there?
True. That does end like, yeah. If they were worried about him finding out about the whereabouts, he must know. You're right. Maybe he already knows.
Maybe there's a reason he couldn't get to it.
Maybe
Yeah.
Harpies.
harpies. Maybe the harpies. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the harpies.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
Harpies
somehow-
weren't outside this whole time.
No.
I guess they're on someone's side. We're just not sure whose side we're on. I
Harpies-
think.
Okay. Focus.
So,
I think
Um,
you know.
yeah.
I think another thing I'm going to give you from the books and things is, like Father Colin was definitely the person who bought out all the boat makers and things and just gave them to Mawson Reginald,
right.
to use them as a front for his experiments. Like
Wow.
that's the thing that she can't work out if she wants to expose, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because
That's
it'll
the
wreck
thing
the
she's
priest
about,
as
right.
well.
Yeah. Okay. And she obviously seems to respect the Hand of the Sun because she's like directly quoting them.
Exactly.
So she's concerned. She's concerned about like ruining them along with the Reginald family, which is fair. But it sounds like they were. It sounds to me like they started off trying to do a good thing.
No one before Colin.
Yeah. Right. Okay. It sounds to me like Father Colin was like started off trying to do a good thing, and then it began to go wrong, and he just basically was like,
I
keep
think
this
it
under
went
wraps.
wrong. I think it went wrong when he killed a Fury.
Yeah,
Like-
good point. And then
Like-
advocated disposing of the entire crew as a way to cover it up. That's
Yeah.
not very good, capital G.
And I can imagine that that our good friend Giddy Wallen, one, would be opposed to that. Two, known as a man of science, probably would have like I mean, he's not a good guy.
It sounds
Like,
like no one
he-
here is a good guy.
But the scientific merit of investigating a celestial being is certainly something that I can see Giddy Wallen getting interested in.
Yeah.
And that's the type of power that mortals. I can see the Hand of the Sun having a problem with the mortals using that power.
Yeah.
Releasing this is going to cause a war.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Like
yeah.
a straight up people
Yeah.
die war.
Yeah, because it seems like in different ways, the Hand of the Sun, the Reginalds, and Giddy Wallen are like equally responsible for the Badlands, but just all from different angles.
Okay.
I would like to pray. I would really like to pray right now.
Sure. Is that an ability you have?
I do. I have a move for it. Let me just check what my move is. I'm sure I do. Or
Or
is
is
that?
a cleric move?
Oh, maybe.
Did you take? Did you maybe take the cleric move when you leveled up? Did you level up?
I did level up. Yes.
So did you take?
That's why I
did
know
you take
about it.
divine guidance? Is that what happened?
Okay, hang on. Let me check. Dungeon. What did I study? Yes, I think that is what happened, but I haven't written it in. Because I was like, I've got this. Maybe I haven't written it down. Let me look. Divine guidance. Yes, that's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of.
I knew, knowing you, I knew you'd pick that.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put that in now so that I don't forget this again.
Partially because you know not to choose the moves that make you roll.
Yeah, this is true. Oh yeah, so I don't need to roll for that?
No. You need
wow.
to
That's broken.
You need to petition your deity according to the precepts of your religion, so you need to show this on screen.
Yeah. Yep, okay. Okay, so the immediate concern that comes up is it's the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually the wrong time for this kind of prayer. I should be doing it at dawn or at sunset. So I think I think that's the thing. I think he sort of becomes invisible, becomes visible, and sort of he is like kind of like kneeling down, sort of like just clearly sort of shocked. And he kind of like fumbles for his like holy symbol, and sort of like is just kind of like staring off into the middle distance and is like fumbling for it, and sort of finds it and is like kind of holding on to it, and his mouth begins to intone a prayer, and then he kind of like shakes his head, and he looks up at Cora because of course Zeno is still not visible, but I assume he has an idea of where you are. He looks up at Cora and says,
sassy.
Yeah, yes. And says to Cora, Cora, I feel I need to ask for guidance on this. This is really a big shock, but is the wrong time to do that. I would need to see the sun. I would need to see its birth or its sleep. I need to ask for help.
Can I like try and sing a song of the suns and try and help in that way? Just like try and help you visualize it. Maybe we could get the lamp out and we can sit on either side of it and I sing a song of the songs to help.
Yeah, but it would have to be a song, not a whisper.
The other option is that if we thought it would be okay time-wise or narratively good, we could like grab everything else that we think we can use in this room and like head out of town to try and find like a hill to sit on top of and basically like wait for dawn and make a decision on top of a hill. I mean, they do important things on top of hills out here, right?
I think
we did establish that. Like the paladin specifically.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's much more to be gained here.
Yeah.
I think that getting out of town is probably a wise idea. Resting for a bit on top of a mountain so I can prepare spells and we can sit down and process all of this. I also think we should maybe take the letter with us.
Yep, I think we should take the letter and the journal. The woman's journal.
The journal contains all of the receipts and financial documents that show that like Coghlan fucked up like two or three industries worth of like economy in like trying to like build this project and just hand it all fully over to the Reginalds.
Yeah, wow. So yeah, because was he responsible for the bakery thing as well, or
and all of the boat makers?
All the boat makers.
And also the entire weaving industry, as well,
Okay.
because apparently the those the black sails on the sails on the ship are silk.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So let's grab the
Let's-
journal and grab the letter. Can somebody put those in their
I
bag?
can. They feel like the type of things that Xeno would carry.
Yeah.
Um,
And then let's try and get out of town without being seen if we can.
So there are a couple of options for getting out of town. You can try and sneak out, which will be dexterity, or you could just go through the sewers, but that's going to be a constitution check.
What do we feel like we're better at?
let me check. my
I'm
constitution.
definitely
Unless you
better
have a
at
clever plan, we
Constitution
should be
by far.
intelligence.
Constitution?
I get +1 for con, so
Yeah, I'm better at con than dex.
Yes, you could try and lie your
Yeah.
way out with charisma. There's basically
That's true.
yeah.
That's true. We're a pretty charismatic group.
I just narratively,
Mm-hmm.
I do not think charisma is a wise choice
Okay.
because we've already quite made the guards at the gate.
Yeah, it would be a hard call. Yeah.
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 I think that
Okay.
I can't believe I'm saying this. The sewers are the best path.
Yep. I mean, I have to agree with you. And we are
Yep.
already in the presumably the entrance to the sewers, so
The amount of just the clothing damage that Zeno is going through.
yeah, I know. You lost your shoes, you lost your hat, now you're gonna ruin your clothes going through a sewer.
Including boots that were given to you by one. Who gave the boots? Was it?
They were my
Yeah,
boots.
they're your boots.
I think I don't have boots still.
don't have
Oh no,
boots.
did I buy new boots? No, I didn't buy new
You
boots
didn't
because I
buy
didn't
new
have any money.
boots? No.
Believe me when I say the boots are probably the least thing, the least of our concerns here.
Yeah. Mind you, I will have
Um,
to go through a sewer without any shoes on, so that'll be
You
fun.
could try and steal
One
some
question-
shoes from French, but I think she's probably a couple of sizes too small for you.
Yeah, probably.
One question: do we want to rest here, or do we want to get going first?
I think we should leave. I think we should get out of. I think we should
Plan.
get out of
Night
town.
time is the best time to crawl through sewers.
Yeah.
It's when all the
Like
rats
there's
are
a
out.
good time.
It's when the rats are all awake and out of
That's
the
what
sewer,
they
it's not
say.
sleeping now.
That's how the old saying goes. Roll through
Okay.
sewers at night.
Who is rolling this constitution check?
I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to
What's your-
try and blaze a
What have you
trail.
got?
My constitution is pretty good. I have +1 to common.
I also have +1.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
go
think
for
we'll
it.
have that.
Okay.
Yep, go for it, and we'll assist if we can.
Okay. Okay. Boop. 9?
Do you want help?
Yeah, if anyone wants to help, we could bump it up to 10.
Yeah, I
Tell me how
can
you're
try
helping.
and help.
Because what you're trying to do
Um,
here is not like get sick, pass out, any of that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
There's can you are the tunnel, are they, the tunnel's
You are
big
hunched
enough
over,
to walk?
You are up to
Hunched
your
over.
you are up to your knees in muck. Yeah. The
Okay.
two issues you're facing
All
are
right.
A, disgust, and B, like you spending a couple of hours like hunched like this. You might actually end
Yeah.
up with, like muscle cramps and falling.
I'm going to crawl under his shoulder and try and take some weight off. Maybe even use the walls a little bit for balance.
Yeah.
And just try and just alleviate some
So
of the
we're all
spine.
kind of trying to support each other.
Yeah, exactly right.
All right.
Okay.
You've got one
All right.
bond with him, so if you roll 2d6 plus 1, we'll find out how.
I
Do
always
resolved
get this
bonds
wrong.
count?
No, they don't. The reason that it says plus bonds plural is that you can have multiple bonds with the same person.
Yeah, okay.
Roll 2d6 plus 1.
That's enough.
All right.
That's enough to bump it up to 10.
It's enough to bump it up to 10. Any trouble that you would get into, you also join in. But yeah, so the rough insides of the tunnels like grate against you, and and your feet become like damp and like pruny from the muck. And and by a certain point, you've stopped smelling the stench, but your throat still catches in like habitual gagging, and then there is sweet dawn happening at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
As soon as I sort of see the like kind of grey light of like the sunlight beginning, I kind of like up my pace because I want to be on top of the hill by the time the sun is really like visible.
Mm-hmm.
So I sort of like say to those like, I can see the grey light of dawn. We must hurry.
Yeah. So you emerge out of the end of the So the tunnel like opens up, and there's like 4 or 5 of these tunnels opening up into what is basically a wetland between some of these hills. But you can see that like there are all these dead trees and things, and you can see that this used to be like much more naturally bountiful. You hear the sound of crickets, not frogs. You hear and those sorts of things, and you look out and you see that it's like just these wetlands, like where these tunnels emerge, are like a puddle, and then you can see where it would have led into a great big like lake area. It is just like the water doesn't even get there; it dries up before it gets to there.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's get to the hill. Let's get on top. We've got a lot to deal with right now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Below you, the sound of crickets. Beneath you, the feeling of cool, dry grass. Before you, the cold grey light of dawn. Above you, the last few stars.
Okay. Yeah, so I think like as soon as we sort of get up there, I think actually Titus like turns to the others and like kind of his face is quite red, and he looks like embarrassed, and he says to the two of you, he says, I'm very sorry, but if I'm going to do this, I need to not be covered in. I need to take these things off. And he's like being like, I'm gonna get kind of naked. I'm really sorry. He's like apologizing to you, and he looks like clearly embarrassed about it.
That's fine.
That's okay.
I'm gonna go walking around, perhaps scouting for food that we can forage or something like that.
I'm going
be back soon.
I'm going to turn my back and focus on preparing spells.
Cool.
Are you in the middle of something?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no worries. Oh, you're talking to a lot of people. Okay, I'm sorry. Will you be doing that the rest of the evening?
Yeah, probably for another half an hour.
Half an hour. Okay, that's all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna bother you in half an hour.
No worries.
Okay.
So yeah, so he begins to take his armor off, and I think underneath he has like a sort of a tunic and like leggings, and I think probably the tunic he keeps on, but the leggings he takes off because they're like covered in shit. So yeah, he takes off his leggings and his armor, and he just has like a kind of what was probably once white linen tunic underneath. And yeah, he like lays his clothes and his armor to one side, and takes his holy symbol off of the pile, and kind of like lays it in front of him on the grass, and he takes his water skin out and sort of begins to kind of clean the holy symbol. And as he's doing it, he's sort of goes into a bit of a meditation, just sort of like rubbing the surface of the symbol. And then he's gonna pray facing the dawn, and pray for guidance from the sun, because what the hell is going on? So that is
Can
ready.
we trust what the sun has to say?
I mean, I trust the sun. I gotta trust the sun.
Okay.
We can trust it as much as we can trust my magic.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm preparing the same spells that I had prepared yesterday.
Alright, cool.
So, in order to do this, do I need to roll something?
Nope.
Or do I just make a heartfelt prayer?
No, you just make a
Okay.
heartfelt prayer. I'm just giving you a thing.
Okay. Praying to the sun.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I think that's what you get.
Okay.
These are the words of the sun.
The words of the sun. Holy song must soothe corrupted song before man takes for himself what belongs to the divine. Oh, okay. Holy song must soothe corrupted song before man takes for himself what belongs to the divine. So, okay. Do we think? Yeah, right. So, okay. So this is, so he's there for like a while, like probably a good, almost an hour, I think. And like just really, really still, like he doesn't move. And so by the time he finishes praying, the sun is, a little way up in the sky. And he kind of like stretches as it's almost like he'd kind of fallen asleep sitting up, and sort of moves his limbs and maybe they like crack a little bit. And he kind of like turns around and sort of looks to see if he can see where the others are. Are the two of you still like nearby?
I've had my back to you reading a book. So yes.
Okay. And Cora is around? You
Yeah,
can see them?
close enough. Yeah.
So I think he's sort of like says your names.
He's still
I think first he's got a tunic on, but I think first he'll put on his like disgusting pants. And then so he's got the tunic and pants. And then he says your names. And sort of comes over to sit near the two of you. And he says, well, the good news is I've received some guidance that I was seeking, but of course it is a little cryptic because that is the way with the gods. He like turns to Cora and he's like, it has something to do with song. There was an idea of a song that is corrupted, a song that is wrong, unholy, and that it needs to be soothed with something that is good and pure. And the last part was strange because it said if we can do this, if the song can be soothed, then mortals can take what is meant for the divine. I do not understand this because
I think you understand that this is
what is
that the first half is to prevent the second.
Right. Okay. So my song must soothe corrupted song
Before man takes for himself.
Yeah. We have to do it before the man takes the stuff.
Right, and so meaning that didn't happen?
That thing is
Hasn't happened
hasn't
yet.
happened yet. It's going to happen soon if you don't act.
Right. Oh, I see. I understand what you mean. Like, you've got to do this thing before man takes for himself what
Mm.
This
belongs
is your
to divine.
guidance. This is please do this.
Yep. Please do this thing. Yes. Okay. So yeah, he says so he says yes about the song, and then he says if we do not do this, there is a danger that someone is going to take this power. From the letter, I would guess it is the dean, but I cannot be sure. But someone will try to take the power, and if we do not soothe this corrupted song, then it will be very bad. Maybe it is to do with the harpies. Maybe they are
We
the
don't
song?
have a lot of options. I'm thinking we head back to the boat.
I think you may be right. I think
Oh,
Cora, you wanted to sing
Just
with the
another
harpies.
4
Maybe
days.
this
We
is your
don't-
opportunity.
Is there a way to summon the harpies here? Like, do we have to go up a mountain again?
Perhaps we would need something very powerful, though,
It's
to call them.
Remember
It's
the thing that is called the larynx of Angeline is built into the ship in some way. That was the thing that gave it blessing.
Yeah, okay. So that's to do with that's connected to the corrupted song. So it could be that maybe I think I'll say this in character. Titus says perhaps the harpies are like manifestation of the larynx, the corrupted song. Maybe they are not so much a race in themselves, but they are like the corruption given a voice. Maybe the source is not the harpies as much as the ship.
ship itself. I am 100% in a. Don't you know how to do a harpy song?
Yeah, so is that going to summon them here, or do we have to like go to the actual ship though?
I think it sounds sounds like we would have to go there.
It's gonna take like a week to get there.
No,
That's my concern.
No, it's going to take
4 days.
At 4 days, we maybe don't have. Like, whoever is gonna be like.
But then there is the question that we had before. Something obviously has prevented Gideon from
Getting there
because he lives right near it and has done for a long time. So there's obviously was something in the way, and I doubt that we removed that something. It just may have prompted him to try harder, but we might still have some time if there is something that's preventing him from getting up there.
Yeah.
I
don't think we're going to be able to bring the.
Zeno, you have you just recall, Dean Norman Gideon saying to you, it may take some time for the research team to understand these plants.
Yes, he did say that. He did say that. I don't think we can bring them here. I think we need to go there.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
I mean, before we do, might be worth seeing if we can pick up some rations or something somewhere.
You can definitely stop at a nearby town, rather than itself.
You
I'm
don't have
out. I am out.
okay,
I
and
spent
you don't
my
have
3.
adventurer's gear.
No, wizards don't
Okay.
get it because wizards
Oh,
are
yeah.
adventurous in and of themselves.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's make the trek then. I think that we don't really have a lot of choice here.
All right. So
Yep.
if anyone wants to buy anything,
Okay.
at you're quite near the docks, so you can stop in there and purchase things at this. Like the docks is mostly a ghost town, but there is still like a general store there. So
Cora, do you have any uses of an adventuring gear, or did you have adventuring gear? Okay.
I don't have any more
'Cause-
adventuring gear.
Okay. I've got 5 rations, so that's enough to give like some to other people, but not enough to feed everyone for 3 days.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna grab another. I'm gonna grab 3 more dungeoneering rations.
Yeah, how much are they per ration?
I will.
Oh
Find
yeah.
Let me find it for you. It's in the book. Equipment, general equipment, rations, meals.
Oh yeah.
Can I also buy some shoes?
Yes, you certainly
Going
can.
through the sewer with no shoes was an unpleasant experience, and I
Oh.
now feel a strong appreciation for shoes.
Also, I would like to cast Prestidigitation to clean us all up.
That would be great.
Yay! Clean us all.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you. That would be great. Nice.
I will. Is it powerful enough to do all of us? I think it is.
Ash, what do you reckon?
I will allow it.
Cool.
Okay.
Great. And I will not be able to cast Prestidigitation again.
Okay.
So we're all clean and shiny.
So dungeon rations are 3 coins for 5 uses of rations.
Cool.
I don't have any coins. That is
We
a
have
problem.
25 coins, I believe.
I am not going to ask how you got them. I am just going to use them to
Through
buy
busking.
5 rations.
Regular, regular legal busking.
Yeah, that's totally legal. Okay, are you gonna? I'll give you 3 coins. There
Thank
go.
you.
Now
May
I only
I-
have 6 left.
May I beg some coins to buy shoes? How much are shoes?
Two.
I have
3
enough
coins?
rations, so I don't need. So how many?
2,
Sorry.
3 coins. Let me have a look.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3
Do we
coins.
have- Okay. Do we have enough for me to buy some shoes? Because if I'm gonna travel all the way back again, I mean, really, I was probably, it was probably very dumb trying to travel 3 days without shoes anyway. So,
Yeah.
if we're in a hurry,
2 coins for shoes, 3 coins for boots.
boots would be good. Do we have 3 coins, Cora, spare that I could buy boots with?
I gave you 12 of the coins that.
Oh, you gave me 12
we had
coins.
at the start.
Great. Okay, well, I will spend 3 coins and get boots. Boots. And also, that means I have.
If there's anything else you want to get, let me know, and then we'll take another break before we head out.
Okay,
It's fine.
All right.
seems good.
Everyone got everything they want?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Break time. Back soon.
Okay.